all on the wrist. You really wanna be the boss that's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5, and the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Brissett. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. They go back to the ground with Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 16 carries, 82 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complimentary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
To throw is Brissett. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on third down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they have them on the ropes there. Third down incompletion, fourth down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
2nd and 5 now. Brissett. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Cardinals, it's 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 12 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, that Gets into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Cards are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Touchdown, Cardinals! T. Higgins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, Brissett. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray to Pierce. They set up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen are faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. This pass is caught by London. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown. Drake London, a 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Brissett sets to throw it. Man open. That's Ray McCloud. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Up the middle, Jones. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 63 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They're put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man, London, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Arizona. Damian Pierce taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they like to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes it can be risky there.
Yeah, I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On second down, Brissett again. He sets up the screen to Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Taking it about the 16. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Brissett. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver still gets a point there? Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
But I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Brissett. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Murray. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Murray now on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
But a touchdown, Cardinals. Colin Johnson from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the further they're in the 2-point try to go 5 line, not even the motion to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Jacoby Brissett in the offense, ready to begin their next drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. An inside give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brissett now. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Brissett. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that, Bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll throw again. Brissett. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Brissett. His pass caught at the 4. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They're going to run forward Jones. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They've got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Pierce now up the middle. Uses the stiff arm. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another carry for Pierce. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Murray to Pierce. They set up the screen. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play fake. Murray. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnett. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us. As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
Then here the defense wins. A 1st down throw for Brissett. Quick slant here to Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And the catch made by... And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray off play action. Finding his target is Trey McBride. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Drake London, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4-4 lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly to try again after the sack. Brissett. Pass out left, caught by Woods. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows. Touchdown, Packers. Jelani Woods, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw it, Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw, Murray. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Here's Brissett. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Brissett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. One final shot, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and a little bit of a...
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me.